Crushing the meta.
A big welcome to our channel. We are Team Crushing the Meta. I'm D-Boy, I'm here with
JD.
Alright, so today we have an interesting idea for you guys. We thought about making a video to talk about the clans and their gift markers, but most importantly the clans that we don't know yet. So we came to the conclusion, also with help from Glacian of course, to which clans which gift marker should get.
Keep in mind that this is our list and our list alone. This is our idea of what gift markers a clan could get. Let's see how we make this list. First we were looking at the confirmed imaginary gifts that are already known to us. After that we are gonna look at the playstyle of each clan, so does the imaginary gift work for that clan? And at the end we are also looking at the balance of the gifts per nation. So let's say a nation gets all of the gift markers only one time or maybe two times, but that there is a balance per gift per nation.
Yeah, so we actually at the start didn't think about this, but Glacian came to the conclusion that each nation should be balanced on which gift markers it should get. We don't know that yet. This is not something that Bushra did confirm, but this is actually the idea behind. So each nation should get at least one Protect, one Accel and one Force marker. If a nation has only 3 clans, then like the Water Nation. I always call it the Water Nation. But yeah. So we have the Granblue, Aqua Force and Bermuda right here, and each of these clans should have a different marker, because we already know that Granblue and Aqua Force have Protect and Accel, which is confirmed, so that's why we think that Bermuda Triangle should get Force, so that's our guess.
Also, if you look at Bermuda Triangle, what they do, they bounce their cards, so having that Force marker on a regular circle where you can bounce your cards on, that's, in my book, that's really okay.
Yeah. Also, if you take the Force marker explanation, and you will see that it's a balance between offense and defense, and Bermuda is the perfect clan for that, because it has their attack, you can attack with your units and you get them back to your hand to defend with them. So in my opinion, this should be the right marker for Bermuda Triangle.
So let's go over the Zoo Nation. We have the first one, that's the Megacolony. We know it will get Protect, also a really big fan of the new G1 booster. Get that Tom effects out, really nice. But that leaves us with Great Nature and a Neo Nectar. For me, because I really hope Great Nature gets the Force trigger, the Force marker. When you look at Great Nature, they're about power, they're about a little bit of multi-attacking when G-Era hits, because of Crayon Tiger and Big Belly. So I think Great Nature suits the Force marker best, because they're not... they could also get Protect, because they have big hands, but I don't know for sure if Protect would be a good way, but we will see. Neo Nectar is just a clan that wants to bring out their units, have multi-attacks.
It's perfect for Accel actually.
Yeah, it fits. It really fits Neo Nectar.
Neo Nectar already attacks from the back row, have multi-attacking units, so it's just perfect for Neo Nectar to have the Accel. Also, Neo Nectar is always about Bloom, giving more power, so having an extra regular circle or 2 that could help a lot with blooming even more. If you look at the, let's say the G era, but when you look back, it's always about calling more units, same copies or different copies to give more power. So we think that the Accel is perfect for Neo Nectar, and that's why that would leave only Force for Great Nature, which is a marker that suits Great Nature as well.
And keep in mind that's only when Bushro decides to give each clan in a nation one of the 3 markers.
Yeah, and that's when we come to a nation where it has 4 clans. So this is one of the nations that it could be a little bit tricky, because Spike has already confirmed to be Force and Irregulars Protect and Moon Accel, which I think all 3 clans are perfect.
Yeah, I agree. Pale Moon with the Accel marker is wonderful. They want those units to come out of the soul, maybe put them back again after your attacks, but giving those multi-attack options that they already have, together with an Accel marker, that's just wonderful.
Yeah, and that would leave us with only Gear Chronicle, and because we already did the calculation math and we know which clan should get what, that would leave us with Gear Chronicle having Force, but we will show you that later, why we came to this conclusion. But there is something really important. Should Gear Chronicle actually be in the Dark Zone? We didn't really make a deck or a video to talk about that. But me, myself, I'm a big fan of the Dark Zone Nation, and I really don't think that Gear Chronicle fits in there. It doesn't really use the soul. It doesn't have anything dark about it or evil. So my guess, or I think, that Gear Chronicle should go away.
Bye bye. So that brings us to the Stargate Nation. We have Nova Grappler, Dimensional Police, and Link Joker. Nova Grappler Accel, out of the question. Yep. That's the best marker for them. Having those extra rear guards with multiple attacks, standing with the new Raider VR is just perfect. Dimensional Police with Force, high, big mecha units with lots of power. It's just amazing.
Yeah, Dimensional Police was always about your Vanguard and giving power to the Vanguard. Even the Regulars that you called give power to the Vanguard, so I think that's perfect.
And we see it now in also with the G era, doubling your power to get crazy restand 100k columns. No question that that will be Force. Leaves us with Link Joker. If you look at one gift per clan in a nation, you would say Protect, but I also think Protect is the best marker for Link Jokers, because we will be seeing the leaders in the anime, because in the manga Ibuki will become
evil.
Is our bet, and giving Link Joker Accel circles to multi-attack, I'm not sure. It doesn't feel like Link Joker. Maybe Messiah in the future, but for now I don't see any multi-attack.
No. It could be Force, because sometimes it does give power to the Vanguard and it's more Vanguard related, but I think Protect is the gift marker that suits them the best. And we came to this, it was our guess even before we came to the conclusion that it would be one gift marker at a time. And the fourth clan that should fit in this nation is actually Gear Chronicle.
Definitely. They're from outer
there
space.
you are.
They're from outer space. They're robots.
Yep.
So just Bushi, fix this.
Yep. Please.
You made a mistake.
You didn't announce Gear Chronicle yet, so just put Gear Chronicle in the Stargate. You only need to make their logo another color and just give them another.
Even if you look at the logos, they match.
Yep, they match. Definitely. Alright, so now we have the Dragon Empire. This is a huge nation with 5 clans, so this is a bit tricky. We already have 1 Force and 2 Accels. That would mean that we would have at least 1 Protect marker, if our conclusion is right. And if we have to choose between Narukami and Nubatama to be one of them to have the Protect marker, because we already got the second one and we know that we only get 2 clans with Protect, we will choose Nubatama to be a Protect.
They have that in OG Vanguard. They have the hand burn, discarding cards, don't let your opponent play. So that's also what Protect is, because they're for the long game and trying to survive. With handburn you can survive, because
not only that, but also if you look at the character that played Nubatama, which was the sensei at school, he was always a guy who protected them when the invaders came and when everything went wrong. So actually, if you look at the character, it is more of a Protect. Late in the G era, Nubatama was evil, would dominate, but this is not based on that, so it's different. So our approach would say that it would be Protect.
Yeah.
And in this case, because we don't have any other clan that could get Protect, we chose for Narukami to be Force.
Yeah.
Because it can't be Protect and it also can't be Accel because we already have 2 clans in this nation. So it would leave Narukami with Force. And I think that suits them best.
Bushi was really put out a picture that there really are only 2 spots left for Protect, and having Link Joker get Protect and another clan that we think can use Protect the best, and that's Nubatama.
Yep. Alright, so now we have the United Sanctuary. Well, I have the honor to let you talk about the
biggest nation. United Sanctuary, like Royal Paladins is a confirmed force. I think it suits them really good. Having your Blaster Blade get really high, focusing on that clan, crying when you don't have Blaster Blade anymore and have to call other units to a force circle, really suits them. Shadow Paladins, again, also with force. It's really like the opposite of, like the dark version of the Royal Paladin.
Well, it does actually the same. It's more of, alright, you kill your own units and you get more power, but actually it does the same. With the Royals you have more power.
But again, retiring your own units to get more power with a force circle. Maybe they're gonna put more force circles on the Vanguard because they're more Vanguard centric because you retire your own units.
With Kagerō.
Yeah, same with Kagerō and Royal Paladin, and even Spikes will use the force markers to give their rear guards more power. So I think it really suits them. Oracle Think Tank, my own clan.
Do we really need to talk about it?
Oracle Think Tank, Silent Tom, Stillwater, Premium, even in standard Protect is just amazing.
Guys, I also want to point that out. Because of the Silent Tom and the Stillwater combo, I think a lot of people will go crazy and talk shit about OTT. But let's look at it in a different way. It is not unstoppable, because we can see that some clans could stop it. Especially clans which have the Protect gift marker. Okay, you can get 1 per turn, but still, you could do something against it.
Maybe golds have answers.
Yep.
To protect themselves.
This skill of Kirby could do something, maybe some interceptors. We don't know. Maybe in the future we'll get some other skills that you could guard from a different way. So don't just go crazy yet, because it's not the first time that we have got something like this. Okay, Oracle Think Tank is already strong with Stillwater by itself.
Stillwater is still a really difficult card to handle if you don't know how to play against.
But they would have to burn through their Silent Toms, maybe leave some in hand, so maybe you rush them, maybe you don't take a lot of damage. There are a lot of different approaches. When you see something like this in Vanguard, try to find answers and don't just play the game. Angel Feathers.
Feathers, protects, like put a gift marker to the damage zone, heal something, because it can't exist in the damage zone. It screams Angel Feathers.
Yep.
Not used as perfect guards. Perfect guards are nice, but
just
heal them? That's just amazing. Bushi, kudos. Yep. It's just amazing. It's using a protect marker, or you can use a protect marker on a really different way.
That's why I love this game. It's just Bushi, another way of Bushi trolling with us actually. Well, we'll give a clan a gift marker, which they would never use as a perfect guard. Alright.
Great job. So that leaves us with 2 clans in this nation. We have Genesis and we have Gold Paladin. If we look at the way, if every nation would get balanced gift markers, that would leave in this situation with only 2 Accel clans, because we already have 2 Protect and 2 Force. Genesis getting the Accel clan. I'm still not sure if that will become the case, because I don't see how the Accel gift marker would be in Genesis.
Let's not say benefit Genesis, but suit Genesis, because when we look at Genesis and we look like when Minerva first came out, the Limit Breaker, it was about restanding. The Rare Guards do work in a different way, like with Oracle Think Tank. They are more of they throw your cards or they get some power to attack, like the Silent Tome way. But with Genesis, it's different. So actually, our guess being Accel, it doesn't fit them at all. The only thing that fits them, in my opinion, could be Protect, because it's a little bit does work like Orca thing. Force could work because they have a resending Vanguard, they have skills that give power to the Vanguard.
But yeah, we will discuss this later on in the video, if what would also be possible for some of the clans, because we also have the Gold Paladin. We see the other two Paladin clans getting Force, so maybe Gold Paladin will also get Force, but in my opinion, and also your opinion, D-Boy, Accel just, if you give an Accel marker to a Paladin clan, it's Gold Paladin.
Yeah.
Just again, looking at the top card and calling them, it suits Gold Paladin.
And also, if you look at Gold Paladin, it was always a calling in the main phase. There was never a calling in the attack, in the battle phase like Spikes, or sometimes even Royal Paladins. So it needs more Rearguard circles to call more and give more power. The Force does not work right for them because they don't have a restanding Vanguard or a Rearguard circle that should get very powerful because they call on it or restand the unit on it, like Lasso Blade. And of course, Protect doesn't fit them at all. You could say Protect fits them because in the anime they do work like a Protect clan, but I don't think so. And looking at the nation, these two clans should get Accel, but I still think that Genesis, the Accel doesn't fit them at all. But we will see. Maybe Bushi will take another approach to Genesis. We haven't seen any Genesis unit yet.
We also see Spikes getting really interesting cards today. So who knows?
Who knows? So now we came to the clans that doesn't fit, or the gift markers that they get doesn't fit. Well, first of all, Gear Chronicle in the Dark Zone, it doesn't fit.
Take it out of the Dark Zone, please, Bushi.
And Gear Chronicle getting the Force marker, it could also be an Accel. And that would mean, if Gear Chronicle gets Force, then we think that maybe Genesis will get the Force and Gear Chronicle will get Accel. So they switch.
Seeing also Genesis getting the Force, even Protect could also work, but we know only two clans can get Protect, so let's say Genesis get Force, they get power, they have their Wiseman that they can buff. Just Genesis getting more power, that's something that I see right now.
Yeah, looking at the Giera.
You have, you have Minerva. It just screams more like, yes, this is a marker that Genesis could use. And Gears with the Accel, getting that multi-attack, we see Time Leap, we see even Zodiac Time Beast getting more restands. We can't really say what old Gears did, because it was always a G deck. So maybe we don't even see Jet or Fang back in the reboot.
Maybe we'll see something else, we don't know yet. But we will see. We were very happy to see Gold being Accel, but we don't know yet if that's the case. And if it's not, then I think that Golds will get Force. But that would leave the nation with a lot of Force, and that would have an open Protect, let's say, space for Genesis or something else.
No.
Nubatama getting the Protect, we have talked about this. It does fit them. But it could also be something else, because Nubatama was like always all over the place. Their playstyle was different. It was a very awkward plan at the start of the game because we didn't have a lot of cards to make a very strong Nubatama deck. But it was always, as Galatian said, about hand advantage and guarding in the right way and just letting your opponent cry. So I think that Protect does suit them better, but that doesn't have to be the... Okay, and now we have something different, which is Sparkles and Granblue. These two clans already are confirmed, Granblue being Protect, and Sparkles having Force. And
Spike's Force. Why though?
If you look at the Force marker, Bushi said that Force is for clans that are balanced between offense and defense.
The only Spike Brother, old Spike Brother deck that I see that has defense is when D-Boy plays it.
And that's when you create hand advantage, not even defense.
No, exactly.
Yeah. So, yeah, I don't know about this. I mean, sometimes you see players play Spike with like 12 cards in hand, but 6 of them are draw triggers. So, yeah, it does work, but no, definitely not. I think that Force suits Spike Brother the best. I don't think the Spike Brother should have got Protector Accel, but I don't think that the text that we have right here suits them.
If you look at what Accel does, focusing on offense, that would be what Spikes does. But giving Spikes like 4 or 5 rear guards and in the front row, like Bushy, Force is good, but damn.
Yeah, think about Dirty Piccolo and how many units he could call. But yeah, I think that this is a good thing from Bushy that they gave Spikers more of a balanced give. But Protect being the defense, and Accel being the offense, and Force being between, Spikers does definitely not fit between. It should have been all-out attack clan.
But maybe we now will see a Spike that's more.
Maybe we'll see a different
bit of
Spike.
both.
Yeah.
But also looking at Granblue, impenetrable defense. Okay, they keep a little bit of a hand because they always call from the drop zone, or mostly call off the drop zone. But shouldn't Granblue be Force or Accel?
I think the Granblue should definitely be Accel. Granblue before didn't really call a lot in the battle phase from the drop zone, but when the Legion era came, they did call more, and they could have used the Force marker as well.
Yeah.
But why Protect them? I've seen this before actually, that they had an explanation why Granblue should be Protect, because it could mill their perfect guards and it doesn't have a lot of defense, and they needed something like that. But I don't think that it suits.
But looking also at the G era, looking at Night Rose, pure multi attack.
Yeah.
Looking at Night Mist, there were a couple of multi attack options, but that was also a little bit more at the G era.
Yeah.
Calling at main phase, riding grade 3.
Yeah, if you think that Granblue should have got Force, that would mean that Bermuda Triangle would get Protect.
Yeah,
and I think that is a fair change.
I think that could work.
Yeah,
Bermuda Triangle getting Protect. They already have lots of hands, so that means they already draw their PGs. But having those extra PGs would make it a really defensive clan.
But look at the GR. I mean, they have they could get 6 perfect guards in hand. And
and for every perfect guard in the drop zone,
more
the
power.
G unit of the G guard would get more shield value.
So it is a defensive clan. So why should it get Force?
What I want to see for every Protect clan, and if Granblue also gets the Silent Tom treatment,
yep.
Bushy damn. I'm not sure what your plan is, but giving Protect clans that kind of ability.
Yeah, JD is talking about the Silent Tom with Stillwater combo and the what's his name? The booster?
Yeah, Phantom.
Yeah,
Dark Phantom.
Yeah, the great one from Megacolony with the Zoa.
Yeah.
I mean, those two combos are just too good in the premium, but we only saw those in the Protect clans. So if Granblue will get something like that, that would be crazy. But more importantly, if Dark Irregular will get something like that, because it's already has a lot of crazy shit.
In the G format, you can choose. Okay, with the Protect gift, you can now do something against the Balam turns. Also with the rearguard, it's also already seal grade 0s and also seal the PGs. Is already looking like Stillwater turns because you can only G guard still. Yeah, it can get really scary.
It could get very ugly. But yeah, that's it for this video. We hope that you enjoyed this video. We're very happy we had a lot of fun creating this video.
It was really, really nice.
But yeah, thanks guys for all the support and the love, and don't forget to check our Facebook and YouTube. JD is doing a lot of crazy work on Facebook. He updates us every day with every new card that we have in the game. And
I will always try to be as soon as possible when the stream hits, because it's on Tuesday. I also have to work, dus sometimes it gets in the evening. Also with new card reveals, I want to put them out there as soon as I wake up, because that's the first thing I do when I wake up. And yeah, I just love it. I love your comments. Discuss with us what you think when new cards are revealed, because we would love to hear your opinions about the new reveals.
yeah.
Also, if you don't agree with the list we made right now, if you think a clan should get another gift marker, leave it in the comments down below, and just start a little bit of a friendly discussion.
Yeah, or unfriendly discussion, we don't mind. But most importantly, when you start a discussion, hear our thoughts about why or how we came to this conclusion, because as we said, we had a very different list. But when Glacian, we talked to Glacian and he was like, but maybe each nation should be balanced. That's when we thought, alright, maybe he's right. But we'll wait and see until at least the first nation is complete. And yeah. So yeah, guys, thanks for watching. Until next time.
Until next time.
Crushing the meta.